morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are going to have Beaver Cam and some art. Let's get started.
It's about 10 to 7. I think. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter, Mr. Beaver. I think I heard his tail already once hit the water. But we're going to see if we see him again this morning. They are herbivores. They eat a lot of trees, some lilies and water plants. And I can't remember the names. But they mostly like trees. And they store, some of their dam is made for storage. They are, what do you call it when they're monogamous with their spouses, partners. Unless one passes away, then they will do another one if they're widows. It did say there's a tiny bit of, what do you call it? Cheating in a relationship at times. They're very territorial. They leave, which I found this was interesting, they leave scent piles around their areas to warn off other animals and other beavers. They're very territorial, which makes sense because we think this beaver's lived in this location for about 3 years. I do not see another one. I haven't seen two, unless I'm seeing two, and I think it's just the same one. But they are very territorial, especially in August when their babies leave the nest. What else did we learn? Oh, I just heard his tail. Just heard it. I'm not going to catch it on here. Perhaps if I wasn't talking. There's lots of birds out. We have a beautiful sunrise service here on the lake, and there's at least 3 I know of. And our church is one of them. But yesterday was a rough day. We're exhausted. Our service never changes, which I guess is good and bad. But a lot of times it's out on the big water, which would be gorgeous to film for you. But it is cold this morning. I think it's about 50. But out there it's always at least 10 degrees colder. And we definitely would have gone if we had Bella. We're just going to I'm doing sunrise service right now. Right now in my cove, thanking God for the reason for the season, and thanking, I see, it's hard to tell what are tracks and what are shadows, reflections. Thanking God for the reason of the season, and trying to make sure I'm a better person. That's not easy. And Kurti, you said something about my wildlife. How lucky I have been to get him so quickly. I'm nothing if not a wild woman, you know. Anyhow, I'm just being silly. So, we're going to turn it off for a few minutes. And we are going to do art today. I'm not going to the hospital till noon. My sister is going to do an earlier shift because she has to go back to work tomorrow. And she will leave earlier. And then I'll stay for as long as my mom wants to. And I got her laundry done last night, so that's good. We're just trying to relieve her of some duties. And just because she is stressed, most would be in this situation is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I see lots of ripples. Oh. He's moving down there, but I don't know where he is. He's over by his house. It's so dark, I don't know if you're going to see it. Can't even see my finger. I can't see my finger. That area right in there is where his dock is. Or the neighbor's dock. He thinks it's his. Oh, and they're both parent raising animals. They both share. They both share in building. They both share in protection. So if he has a mate, I don't know. But he's over there moving around. Now, how he gets from right to left when I usually see him swimming from left to right, I don't know. They're the largest rodent in the world besides this capybara. So he's the second largest rodent in the world. And I can't remember what the tail is made out of, but it's a lot like the consistency of fingernails, like pectin, horse's hooves stuff. I'm sorry. So, all right, we're going to turn it off for a few minutes. Oh, I thought I just saw him. No. Okay, we'll turn it off for a few minutes. There's a lot of ripple action over there. But I don't see him. Look how pretty the azaleas are. The azaleas are just almost today or tomorrow at their peak. They don't last very long. They last longer than like a lily, a daylily. But I thought I saw him. I don't see him. My husband bought us some flowers. That's as far as I can go. They are right there, pansies. Those won't last very long, dear, in the heat. But it's the thought that counts. It's really pretty. Pretty soon, this tree is going to be all leafed out, and you will only be able to see under the bottom where the trunk is. So I'll have to get closer. And I think the dogwood tree, I think that's a dogwood tree right there, will be leafed out too, which is not very big. Because in the summer you can't even see our deck from the water. You can see the lower deck, that one, but you can't see the one that's right there from the water. Hope you're not getting sick. Sorry, vertigo. Haven't seen him. Okay, it's 4 after 7. This is close to his time. There's red sky in places. See the sun coming up? Pretty. Try not to go too fast to give you vertigo. I'm watching the left-hand side specifically because there's a lot of ripples over there again. And you know what I thought of too? I wonder if he does have a female, his spouse, partner, and she's over there splashing her tail, and he comes from the left after a night of gathering. I don't know. If I was going to be home all day today, I'd get my husband to take us on the boat over there. It's not quite warm enough for me to get in the kayak. And I'd go over there with my camera. It's just next door. I suppose I could go next door. They're not home. They're only here on the weekends, and they haven't been here really this last couple weeks. Don't see him. I see a bunch of ripples. He might be coming. There's a bunch of ripples, right? Coming this way. But it could be from something else, but we shall see. That's where he comes from. I don't know if that's him. Something else. Oh, now there's some over there. He is. You're not gonna be able to see him, but he's down by the azaleas. He went around. Cheeky little monkey. There he goes. Okay, that's 3 for 3 in the last 3 days. I was watching. He usually doesn't come back out after this time of day. He's down for the day. Well, sorry I didn't catch him on camera, but he didn't come from my direct. My sister just called me and played an April Fool's joke on me. She told me she fell and broke her arm, tripped over her cat, which is something that could be very possible. Oh, oh no, April Fool's. I'm like, you stink pot. And then she said, Happy Easter. Anyhow, I'm going to go play and make art. Okay, I'm cutting out logs, branches, magazine page that I had painted before with brown craft paint, just because I love this texture. Gonna build a dam. One of the sunrise services is at the dam every year. Our church is up the road from us at a friend's huge lake property. It's a gorgeous place, and it's been there for as long as I can remember. 25-ish years. Okay, let's see if that doesn't get us going. We need blue, and I think, blue. All right, we're gonna do Tomoe River paper, this fashion in blue, just because I think it would be gorgeous. Tomoe River paper. All right, we gotta move our branches and logs. Oh, I don't have any water. Gotta go get some water. I'm just gonna drop water in here. If you don't know Tomoe River paper, it is gorgeous. Japanese, I'm pretty sure. And it holds up to water, and it gets crinkly, which I love. Some people don't like it. I do. It's close to the Hobonichi paper, or might be the Hobonichi. Credit, we had this conversation one time. It's very close to Hobonichi paper. If not Hobonichi. Oh, lovely, lovely. Where's London? Right here. Oh, lovely. This is how I made that other one with warm colors. Now we're doing cool colors. Blues. And swishing it around. All right, I'm going to fast forward.
So we are just going to drop in blue and some greens and swish it around and dab and drop and swish it around and dab and drop and swish it around until we get something blue pretties. I took off some of the moisture with another sheet and then keep going, and I did that twice, and it is delicious. At times I think I had too much water in places, but you just keep playing till you get a tone and a shade that you like of blue. And I'm looking for Lake Murray water blue, and it ends up being beautiful. I let it dry, and my end result, love it. Love it. This is so much fun. Just dropping and dabbing and dropping in color. Love it.
Pretty darn close. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, let's put this away. Oh, I gotta go get my phone.
So I am going to build my dam with my own magazine logs, uh, and trying to figure out how I want to do this. Tip in or not tip in? Did a tip in from the right hand side. And I start building. I was kind of trying to figure out a placement. I wasn't sure what to do, but I finally figured it all out. I have never been to Beaver Dam building school, so I was a novice. But mine has not caved in yet, so I guess I did it okay. Um, it's very rudimentary. I actually wove in the tops um, just by layering it. It looks like it's woven. And again, very rudimentary, but for your first go and not having a diploma from Beaver Dam Building School, I think it's okay. And I didn't add any fish. Darn it. I just thought about that while I'm editing it late Sunday night. Huh. Hadn't thought about that. So some might think that's a tent. I think it's a beaver dam. Duh. So those are magazine images that I have from actual National Geographics that I have been saving. And I cut out the trees and put them kind of like the bushes that are hanging over the sides of the banks of the lake, and then those logs are from another article somewhere somehow, and I cut them apart and kind of have like supporting logs underneath on the side. Theoretically, that's kind of what they look like, and I love this. But I just thought about that. I didn't add fish. I'm going to go back in tomorrow and put fish right there at the bottom somehow. And there's kind of like the little mound of dirt on the inside. Can't you tell? Duh. And it took me forever to find one of my own beavers that I had left over from the other day. A lot of digging, and I finally found him. And I end up putting him just kind of like propped up in there as if he had just swam in. Use your imagination, people. Um, I was going to use that beaver there. That is an image I got off of Google, but finally found my beaver. I finally found where I remembered that special place that I finally put it so I wouldn't lose it. You know how that happens with me a lot. Um, Finally, there he is. I finally found him. And then I remembered that sticker paper I put on the wrong way in the copier, so it was on the wrong side. Give him some eyeballs, and boom, he's ready to go.
Okay, we have a beaver swimming into his beaver dam with magazine pages painted with acrylic, magazine pages from National Geographic, magazine images from National Geographic, and I cut this like a dingleberry. A sticker from my own art that was actually the wrong side of the paper, so the sticker is on another thing. It's actually right here, and I'm going to use it as a template. And our Tomoa River paper with watercolors. Love it. Love it. See you all tomorrow. And watercolor composition paper.